Hi, Katie.
How's it going?
It's good. Welcome. Come on in.
Is the sign seat or just
Fast, yeah.
Yeah, one thing on your chair, I need you to sign for it. Oh. So much other excitement.
Oh, really? Oh.
We'll tell you later. It's all working out fine.
Do we have the checks?
Yeah, there was a little. They combined checks, so it's kind of. So anyway, I made an envelope for everybody and just say the checks are combined because I didn't want to not hand somebody an envelope. So anyway, it's all okay.
Oh, God. No. Suzanne, you're going to quit after this, aren't you? You're going to be like, I'm not doing this.
With the Pledge of Allegiance, the flag is.
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We have just a couple of changes that I want to mention here before we start tonight. We were lucky enough to have Mr. Jeffrey Edmonds come in today. So if you look at your program, and you'll see that he is honoring us with a scholarship to one of our students. And so he is there in the program. He'll be with Cherie Wilson, our crisis and wellness counselor, to present that award. And this is the first year for that. So he'll be telling us a little bit about how he started the award and why it's just so important to him and to us here at Seaholm High School. Also, I'm going to make one change in the order of the program. We are going to have the GRBS Scholarship come first after my welcome, as the GRBS folk need to get back to work and get things going here. And so they requested that move, and I'm happy to do that. And they will tell us about their scholarship and give that award to one lucky Seaholm student. Good evening, students, parents, faculty, and guests. It's so wonderful to see you all here this evening as we celebrate the achievements of our seniors over the course of this very challenging school year. Given such strange and unusual circumstances, it is important that we don't lose sight of the exceptional achievements of our students. In fact, because of those unusual circumstances, it is even more imperative that we recognize and applaud our seniors for the resiliency and character they continue to display in the face of seemingly overwhelming obstacles. Despite the fact that for half the year, we were not even in the building, so school was a concept located on the internet where we met in Zoom boxes and where we often didn't even turn on our cameras. These students forged ahead with their academic and creative studies and did so with integrity and honor. I often talk about our mission here at Seaholm, where we all strive to think with reflection, act with compassion, and perform with honor. But what happens when we remove the place from which we teach those goals? Well, these seniors show us that the spirit of Seaholm resides not in the building itself, but in the students and the faculty who inhabit its halls and classrooms. Seniors, you did not cease to think with reflection, act with compassion, and perform with honor simply because you were not in school. You are the true testament to our work as educators, and we could not be prouder of all that you have achieved. This night, that's a good sign. This night tends to be a little lengthy, okay? So settle in, get your camera ready, and prepare to be impressed. So tonight I'm calling for the first award presentation. The folks from GRBS, if you'll come forward. There we are. Thank you.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
My name is Alicia Nelson. I'm the Regional District Manager, and this is Stacy Murdoch. She's the Regional Director of Operations with GRBS. We are honored to be here tonight with you to present the 2021 GRBS Preservation Award. The scholarship is given to over 40 students across the state of Michigan who have overcome significant personal challenges and hardships. We are proud to sponsor these amazing students with the determination and commitment of all of us we should inspire to achieve. We are proud to share with you tonight the journey of our award winners shared with us. I'm going to let Stacy take it over.
Thank you. When his father was suffering from PTSD after his tour in Afghanistan and Iraq, our recipient wrote to us about how his family turned to religion to cope. His family felt that it was best for the children to attend a well-regarded public school, and they chose Birmingham schools. He was just a freshman starting a new school, and he only knew a few faces from football. Of course, to say he was nervous, that's a bit of an understatement. However, he put himself out there and he introduced himself to new people and to his team. I want to take a moment to say congratulations to Sajid Alam for receiving the $1,000 GRBS Preservation Scholarship.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem. Thanks, ladies.
Hello, I'm Suzanne O'Leary, Community Service Organizer here at Seaholm High School. It's my great pleasure to announce the first of several Community Service Awards and Scholarships that we'll be presenting this evening. As Community Service Organizer at Seaholm High School, I'm constantly amazed by the commitment to service and the big hearts of so many of our students. This year has been particularly challenging with the pandemic, yet our students still found ways to serve others despite all the obstacles. The first award I'd like to present is the President's Volunteer Service Award, which was created by the President's Council on Service and Civic Participation as a way to honor individuals whose strong commitment to serve inspire others to volunteer in their community. This award recognizes individuals that have achieved a certain standard of service over a one-year period. Students who have engaged in over 100 hours of community service receive a Bronze Award. I am so honored to present the President's Volunteer Service Bronze Award to Audrey D'addamio. The Seaholm Community Service Scholarship was established to recognize 2 graduating seniors who have demonstrated outstanding community service leadership during their 4 years of high school. The recipients of this award will each receive $500 college scholarship. Seaholm would like to extend their thanks and deep appreciation to the Seaholm PTA and Birmingham Community Education for providing the funds for the scholarship. I'm delighted to announce that the Seaholm Community Service Scholarships are being awarded this year to Marlena Brown and Trinity Santa Ana Sutherland. The next service award will be presented by William Roy, the Birmingham Rotary President.
Good evening. Thank you, Principal Hall, Ms. O'Leary, distinguished faculty, staff, and students. I am the president of the Birmingham Rotary Club, and it's my privilege tonight to address you on behalf of the club and present the recipients of the Birmingham Rotary Club Community Service Awards and Scholarships for the 2021 school year. Rotary International is the world's first service organization with more than 1.2 million members in 33,000 clubs worldwide. Rotary Club's members are volunteers who work locally, regionally, and internationally to combat hunger, improve health and sanitation, provide education and job training, promote peace, and eradicate polio under the motto, service before self. The Rotary Club of Birmingham is one of the largest clubs in our district. Our club was chartered in 1924 and throughout the years have provided service to our community, our country, and to the world. Our members give of their time, talent, and treasure and have worked with the YMCA, the Salvation Army, Gleaners Food Bank, Hope Warming Center, Owen School, Bottomless Toy Chest, Pontiac Lighthouse, Focus Hope, just to name a few. Every year, we award the Rotary Club Community Service Award and scholarships to students from both Seaholm and Grbs. These scholarships are presented to students whom the school staff has identified as persons who have demonstrated by their actions that they embrace the principles of Rotary. So the recipients of the 2021 Rotary Club Community Service Scholarships are Valerie Shear and Arvin Yapel. And Valerie is the current president of our Seaholm Interact Club and was last year's vice president, attended RILA, has been an active club member throughout high school. She is committed to serving others and understands the importance and needs of serving others in the community and always steps up to volunteer when needed. Arvin is a leader in community service activities, volunteered at Henry Ford Hospital, was involved in other activities such as the Green Club and Chinese Honor Society, and he is committed to serving others and understands the importance of need and serving others in the community and always steps up to volunteer when needed. So congratulations, Valerie and Arvin, and you are awarded this certificate and $1,000 scholarship from Rotary.
Thank you. And we have another service award here. Lisa Corey, co-founder of SOS, Schools Offer Support, will be presenting 2 SOS awards.
Good evening. To begin, I want to share a little background about SOS. It was 2007, and I got roped into co-chairing the all-night party. The chairs from the previous years told us not to change a thing, and we systematically changed every aspect of it. But the most important change was the creation of SOS, or what was Seaholm Offers Support. Our goal with SOS was to teach students that community matters. We knew we would never be able to pay off a car loan or help with college tuition, but we wanted people to know that when they were having a tough time, SOS was there to help. That was 14 years ago, and today, I'm proud to say SOS has grown into a strong district-wide organization called Schools Offer Support that has raised over $400,000 and given it right back to those in need in our community. Whether it be food boxes, gift cards, Thanksgiving dinners, raking leaves, wrapping Christmas presents, and so much more, SOS has been there for our families. I have to believe in some small way SOS wouldn't be here today without my mom and dad. That's because my dad taught me to never give up, and my mom taught me to give back. If you looked up the definition of hard worker, there would be a picture of my dad, Shel Weisberg, of blessed memory. He came from a family of little means and felt it was his duty to help out. His first job was at 8 years old on a vegetable truck, and as long as he lived, he never stopped working. He put himself through pharmacy school and was working in a drugstore when he met my mom, Barbara, and soon after they got married. In 1966, with help from my grandfather, he opened his own store called Merrittwood Pharmacy. It was very small by today's standards, but he was bound and determined to make it a success. Per square foot, it became the most successful independent store in the state. He always said when it was his time, he wanted to die in the store with his boots on. Unfortunately, he didn't get his wish and was forced to close last September after 53 very successful years. My mom worked part-time in the store while raising my sister and me. She taught us the importance of giving back, volunteering for many years with Women's American Art, then as chapter president, and ultimately president of the Michigan region. Financially, she contributed to literally every organization that asked for assistance, a lifetime member of many. She often said, "We need to give until it hurts, and then you give some more." In closing, I just want to thank all of the parents, faculty, and students that have made SOS what it is today. Tonight, I'm honored and humbled to present the first Barbara and Shel Weisberg Scholarship Award to 5 deserving students. Isabella Shaney. Angela Gack. Caleb Gibson. Not here. Ariana Terrell. And Janelle Moslimani. Each year, we also recognize the SOS students that go above and beyond in their efforts to help others. This year, I'm proud to present 2 students with the Above and Beyond Award, Catherine Ike and Adam Schmidt. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Rochelle Rogers. I'm the Seaholm Social Studies Department Chair and also the advisor of National Honor Society. Each year, the faculty comes together and we talk about which students we think embody the characteristics and the pillars of National Honor Society. This year, we have 3 scholarship winners. Each one of those scholarships is for $1,000. This year's winners are Tate Chutka, Audrey D'addamio, and the president of National Honor Society, Caden Habib.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Is Audrey here tonight? Audrey D'addamio. Oh, Audrey D'addamio? Okay, I've got $1,000 here. Okay. The next award, I'm going to take this off. The next award is very near and dear to my heart. It's the Colin Trask Award. Colin was a student at Seaholm. Many of you may have heard about him, but he was a young man who, when he was in 7th grade, got a medulloblastoma, and he had one heck of a fight. But when he was at Seaholm, he was a phenomenal student, straight A's, was one of the top scorers in a lot of people's classes, loved history, loved psychology. Usually Mr. Passarelli gives this award. This is my first year giving the Colin Trask Award. But he was just this dedicated student who was incredibly resilient. He had grit, and he had incredible tenacity. And unfortunately, he lost his battle in the spring of which he would have graduated. And so the National Honor Society sponsors the Colin Trask Award. And this is for a student that exemplifies all things that Colin possessed, just that tenacity and that resilience. And this year's winner, we're very, very proud to announce, and this comes with a $1,500 award. This year's scholarship award goes to Jack Giuliano. Jack, I'm trying to give money away here. What's going on?
Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late.
Okay.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Up next is Mr. Aaron Frank, who's our athletic director.
Good evening. Would the following student athletes please join us at the front of the stage? Lyra Bordelais, Audrey D'addamio, Liam Jordan, Elise Liddell, Cam Lieberman, Will McBride, and Nolan Werner. Each year, the Michigan High School Athletic Association recognizes outstanding academic and athletic achievement of student athletes through the MHSAA Scholar Athlete Award. At this time, I'd like to congratulate these 7 Seaholm students who were honored as MHSAA Scholar Athletes from Seaholm, and also congratulations to Audrey D'addamio, who was selected as a winner of the MHSAA Scholar Athlete Award and Scholarship for 2021, which she already received. Congratulations. Okay, and now if I could have Audrey and Cam come on over here near the podium. Everyone else, you guys can be seated. Sorry, thanks. Okay, the George W. Forrester Jr. Outstanding Senior Athlete Award is presented to one graduating boy and one graduating girl to recognize top athletes of the class of 2021. Tonight's recipients are true champions. They have excelled in the classroom as well. They have been proud representatives of Seaholm High School for the past 4 years. Our male athlete of the year is Cameron Lieberman. Cam is a 2-time All-State diver. He holds 6 pool records as well as the league record for our OAA. He broke a 40-year-old record to become Seaholm's best diver of all time. Cam is a 2-time league champion, a county champion, state champion, and Cam is a 2-time All-American. He completed this senior year undefeated in every meet. Next year, Cam will dive at the University of Michigan. The 2021 George W. Forrester Jr. Outstanding Senior Athlete is Cam Lieberman. Okay, for the ladies, our Outstanding Senior Athlete Award goes to Audrey D'addamio. In cross country, Audrey was a 2-time county champion. She earned All-State honors 3 times and was recognized as a 2-time All-American. This past fall, Audrey was the state champion and received the Miss Cross Country Award for the state of Michigan. In track, Audrey is also an All-American. She holds state records for the indoor 1,600 meter and outdoor 5,000 meter events. Audrey is a league, regional, and county champion. She is a national champion in the 2-mile. Audrey is also one of 6 young ladies who are finalists for the Michigan High School Athlete of the Year Award, which will be awarded on June 14th. Next year, Audrey will run at Stanford University. The 2021 George W. Forrester Jr. Outstanding Senior Athlete is Audrey D'addamio. And next, I'd like to welcome Mrs. Leslie Martin.
Good evening, everyone. Together, Mr. Wilhelm and I co-sponsor Seaholm's BSU. And it is our pleasure to present the Seaholm High School BSU Leadership Award to 2 young ladies that live the mission of our school. Diligently, for 4 years, they have worked to carry out the goals of the BSU, some of those goals being to raise awareness and broaden perspectives and knowledge of diversity and its impact on society, to foster a strong sense of community among Black American students in our school and in our school district, and to expose the unique cultural dynamics of Black Americans by educating and bringing awareness to Seaholm and the greater community through volunteering, various community outreach, enrichment activities. During their time at Seaholm, we've witnessed these leaders mature from impressionable and perhaps somewhat timid freshmen that desire to soak up everything, every ounce of knowledge, every opportunity, and every resource available to them, into conscientious, confident, informed leaders, comfortable with their knowledge and comfortable with their ability to advocate and engage others intellectually. Proud of who they are becoming, as Michelle Obama would say, and even prouder to be Black girls. The faculty of Seaholm speak highly of these young ladies and have trusted them to represent and share with our school and community in various in and out of school forums. We are extremely proud to have contributed to their academic success. And we are confident that as we send them on their way, they will greatly impact society. On behalf of the Seaholm faculty and staff, Dr. Wilhelm and myself, please help us celebrate Miss Trinity Santa Ana Sutherland and Miss Jada Turner. And next, we will have Mr. Robert Lawrence to present the Birmingham Scholar Awards.
Fully vaccinated. So I was told initially that I have 2 minutes. Tell that to a former school board member, haha. I'm here on the behalf of Scholar Birmingham, and I want to say a couple of things about this organization. It's been around for almost 80 years. It was started originally as a loan organization, which would help students get to college by providing them loans, which they would eventually repay. That changed about 40 years ago, and now we award outright scholarships. It is a small organization run by a fully volunteer staff of 9 trustees. We have approximately $1 million endowment, which we are wanting to grow dramatically. If you want to learn more about Scholar and would consider donating, visit scholarbirmingham.org. The qualifications for scholarship awards cross a wide variety of metrics, but mostly they're all about what a good student does. It's not only being a good person, it's being involved in school, it's being involved in community, it's work, it's outside endeavors, it's your educational goals. We evaluate all of these applications, and every year I sit in awe at the work that these students do, not only in the classroom, but throughout the entire community. And they are proud representatives, not only of Seaholm in general, but the Birmingham School District. And that's something of note, because Scholar awards not only to students within the school district, but anybody who lives in the district. You do not have to be attending Seaholm or Grbs. Last year, we gave out approximately $55,000 in scholarships, because you don't just earn it in your freshman year. You reapply and you get it in your sophomore year. And through community grants, we also follow into the 3rd and 4th year. So this is an ongoing scholarship. The awards are anywhere from $1,000 to $4,000. This year, we have 2 award winners from Seaholm. The first is the Seaholm PTSA Award, and that is presented to Anna McLeod. The second award is the AAUW Award, and that is the American Association of University Women. That organization is the founding charter of what Scholar Birmingham is, and they have been with us from the beginning. The award winner there is Ariana Terrell. Thank you. And with that, I am done. And Michael Wicker, can I, assistant principal or Coach Wicker?
Thank you. Each year, the National PTA sponsors a creative competition in which students participate in order to showcase their talents. This competition, called Reflections, suits our mission here at Seaholm perfectly. Each year focuses on one theme, and this year's theme was I Matter Because, around which our students created marvelous projects in photography, dance, choreography, music composition, literature, and more. This year, we had 2 senior winners. Would Sarah Patterson and Elizabeth Rossler please come forward to receive your awards? Sarah received an award of excellence for high school dance, and she won a district award in high school visual arts. Elizabeth received a national award of merit for outstanding interpretation in high school dance. Congratulations to them both. I would now like to welcome Joanne Ducker-Olnick and Kelly Howe.
Thank you. Good evening. Thank you for the introduction. I am Joanne Ducker-Olnick, and I'm here to present the 17th Dr. Barbara Ducker Chin Award of Excellence. This award is named after our youngest sister, Barbara, who we fondly nicknamed Boo. So I'm going to refer to her as Boo. Boo died at the age of 40 of breast cancer. And so our family wanted to establish a continuing tribute to Boo because she was really a remarkable woman. She was kind, she was passionate, smart, athletic. She had a terrific sense of humor. She was a pediatrician, a loving wife, a loving mother, and a loving sister and daughter. Her excellence was due in part to Seaholm High School and the excellence of this school and the education that she received here. She loved Seaholm. She played soccer, volleyball, softball. She enjoyed the academic challenges of the school. She built many mentoring relationships with her teachers. And most importantly, she built lifelong friends from Seaholm High School. So this award is not only a tribute to Boo, but also a tribute to Seaholm and the excellence of the school and the excellence of all the students here. So congratulations to all of you. Boo's award, which includes a $1,500 scholarship, is given to the outstanding senior female scholar athlete who exemplifies Boo's vibrant character. And this year we have a special treat, Miss Kelly Howe, who actually was the 2012 recipient of Boo's award. And Kelly is now pursuing her Master of Arts in Teaching at Wayne State. She's a substitute teacher here. And also coaches several teams, including the girls' water polo team, which is going to states tomorrow. So, yeah. And it's really fun being up here with Kelly because it doesn't make me as nervous. And I'm so proud of her. She's continuing on with excellence in her career. She wants to share her love of history, political science, economics with all her high school students when she continues her, finishes her master's program. So Kelly.
Thank you, Joanne. I am honored to be presenting this award. When I was asked to be here, I was simply excited to be able to help keep Boo's legacy alive. However, a couple days later, I was told who the recipient is, and I am thrilled to be able to present this award not only to a great recipient, but one of my own water polo athletes. Emily Jacoby, would you please join me up here? Emily is the perfect choice for the Dr. Barbara Duker-Chin Award of Excellence. As reported by her teachers and as I have witnessed, she is kind, honorable, hardworking, smart, athletic, and an amazing young lady. Emily's accomplishments are many. She was instrumental in creating a GoFundMe fundraiser for Seaholm's Maple Farm and raised over $7,000. She played basketball at Seaholm and is captain and goalie of the water polo team. Us going to states tomorrow for the first time ever in Seaholm history is Emily is hugely part of that success. She was recently named All-Region Water Polo Goalie of the Year through Michigan Water Polo Association and awarded Academic All-State. She will be attending the University of Michigan in the fall. Congratulations, Emily. We know you will continue on the excellence.
Now we have Miss Cherie Wilson and Mr. Jeffrey Edmonds to award the Megan Hope Edmonds Scholarship.
Thank you, Kyle, and welcome everyone. It's a real thrill and honor to be here tonight to initiate the first annual Megan Hope Edmonds Scholarship. And really, on behalf of my family, the Edmonds, my wife Colin, and my son Brian, who unfortunately couldn't be there. We now live on the East Coast, and only one of us was able to get the schedule to work out. So they're with us here and sharing the responsibility and the commitment to this scholarship. And I want to congratulate all the senior class here at Seaholm. Really, you've endured a lot here in the last couple of years, and you really should be proud for your accomplishments here, all of you here. I know in 2013, our daughter Megan was right on this stage too, just like you guys. So a little background on what this scholarship entails and a little background on our daughter Megan. So Megan has a middle name of Hope, and I thought it was really important that we include that in the naming of this scholarship because it exemplifies really what we all need to share together, hope, and I think it really has some meaning as we get into this award. So Megan graduated here in 2013. She was an exemplary honor student, an excellent, amazing writer, and an excellent athlete. She was on the state championship women's lacrosse team, and she was really a fun-loving, happy-go-lucky person, somebody who got along with everybody, and was the type of person that people always went to with their problems. And unfortunately, in 2014, after her freshman year at the University of Michigan, she died, and she died by suicide. Don't have time to get into the specifics of any of that, but it really was a devastating thing to have happen. And one of the things that really stood out as we dealt with the aftermath of that, we got just so many cards and letters and emails from some of her, so many students here at Seaholm that talked about her kindness, her empathy towards them, being there in a dire situation when they needed somebody to help. And it wasn't so much sometimes where she would seek it out and go talk to that person. So we kind of knew that she had those traits, but it just was so reinforced when we heard it from actual people because we couldn't be there all the time. And so when we left Michigan last year, we really wanted to start something here to try to honor an individual that really encompasses those traits that Megan had. And real quickly here, the kind of the statement that we made was Megan's best traits focused on being there for others, lending a helping hand, and providing hope to those she saw struggling. The annual award will be given to the individual who best demonstrates the qualities of empathy, compassion, and kindness to people. So really some of the key areas of demonstration that were considered were leadership and involvement in many of the key Seaholm programs that are going on here in this arena. I guess just in conclusion, I'm going to turn it over to Cherie to announce the winner. But we use phrases like "you're not alone" and "it's okay to not be okay." And I think Megan was using a lot of those statements, and I can't speak enough to the need to try to get that language out there to all of us, because we're all in difficult situations at different times of our lives, and it's important that we talk to each other and stay focused on what our problems could be. And times like this, it was really important, I think, in a program here like Seaholm has the capacity to help people, and that's why we're so indebted to this place to try to keep things moving. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Cherie to announce the recipient.
Hi, good evening. Marley Bartholomew is a wonderful human being who has shown empathy to those around her and worked to raise awareness of mental health here at Seaholm. A couple of years ago, we started a group called Here For You, which had a goal of raising awareness of mental health issues, reducing the stigma, and finding a way of being there for students. The group was really starting to gain momentum, unfortunately, when we went into lockdown, but Marley was an integral part of that group. She led the charge in activities and was always reliable when something needed to be done. She provided information on mental health during New Matter Week by researching and conveying facts and stories right at the end of the day. In every way, she showed kindness and acceptance to those around her, and I believe that the mission of the group meant something to her. For this reason, I believe she is the perfect recipient for the Megan Hope Edmonds Scholarship.
Okay, next is the Deb Mazur Scholarship Award. And this was created by the class of 1971 to honor their classmate and friend, Deb Mazur. Deb's classmates would like to share the following words regarding this award. Deb Mazur was an esteemed graduate of Seaholm High School, class of 1971. Deb was an exemplary student and steward of her class. Deb was our Seaholm class historian. She accumulated boxes of memorabilia from her years at Seaholm, which came in handy as she also worked tirelessly on 3 reunion committees over a 30-year period. Deb helped organize, plan, track down classmates, and put the final touch on endless details to ensure her classmates enjoyed memorable reunion weekends together. Sadly, as our class began to plan our upcoming 50th reunion, we learned of Deb's passing. Our committee, as well as numerous classmates, were brokenhearted. We wanted to do something to honor Deb and the years of service she gave to our class, hence a scholarship in her name and memory. Deb graduated from Michigan State University in 1975 and was employed at Wayne State University for 27 years. There, she worked as an administrator in the computer science department, as well as the departments of anthropology, criminology, and criminal justice. Deb was known for her tireless energy, organizational skills. She was a lifelong learner with a special interest in local history, historic preservation, and interior design. Deb is remembered as a kind and generous friend who gave so much to so many over the years. She will be missed. If Deb were here today, we believe she would offer this advice to the class of 2021, and that is to reach out and stay connected to one another. Make an effort to come back together at least once a decade, more if you can. Your life will be enhanced by your shared experiences and the memories you made during the years you spent together at Seaholm. Congratulations to the recipient. It is my pleasure to award this Deb Mazur Scholarship of $1,000 to Ariana Terrell. Thank you. And next we have Shannon is up to give some Student Congress Awards. Thank you.
Are you helping me? Thank you so much. This year's leadership awards go to Sarah Peretti, Sarah Taub, and Gwen Weinman. These 3 have led Student Congress for years, and this year their leadership took a true test. Virtual leadership is not for the weak and the faint of heart. Thankfully, these 3 have been full of heart since I met them. All of them have siblings that are real heavy hitters as well, and yet they have found their place to shine. We have many leaders in Student Congress that are amazing, but each of these 3 have implemented new programs, fought for new ideas, and wanted to try and have fun while doing it. These 3 were an unstoppable force. I've had many expectations for them throughout their time with me and pushed them to think about how to implement their plans on large scales. They have exceeded all my expectations. They've been consistent, thorough, and above all, humble. Their leadership style is transformational and uplifting. They have pushed everyone around them to be better, even when that means pushing friends to be better. I always say that they are the leaders and not me, and for this group, that could not be more true. Congratulations on all you've accomplished. Thank you for all you've done. And now to introduce the Seaholm Spirit Awards, Delos Bryzak.
Good evening, everyone. Each year, a committee of faculty and staff gather to determine the recipients of a variety of awards, including our Spirit Awards. These seniors demonstrate through the course of their 4 years here at Seaholm an affection for and loyalty for all things maroon and white. They participate in extracurricular activities and support others who do as well. They are often seen at games and other events here at Seaholm and foster unity among their classmates. This year's recipients are Michael Bokos, and Maeve Everett. Congratulations to you both. I also have the pleasure of introducing the Virtue in Action Awards. Would the following students please come to the front of the stage? Chloe McKenna, Aiden Wise, Hope Still, Trinity Santa Ana Sutherland, Charlie Ying, and Arvin Yapel. The Virtue in Action Awards stem from the mission statement at Seaholm to think with reflection, act with compassion, and perform with honor. Faculty at Seaholm are asked to review their student interactions at Seaholm to see if any senior rises to that occasion in which these principles are visible. Teachers send us a brief summary of a specific event that catches a senior behaving in a way that epitomizes our mission, and we provide a recognition and scholarship of $250. While it may seem counterintuitive to provide a recognition and compensation for behaving with virtue, we trust each student to use the monetary award in order to support a cause for which he or she believes. That cause may be as simple as donating the money to a worthy charity, buying lunch for a friend who's been suffering, or even use it for books for college to improve their knowledge and skills. Because these students have shown that they truly incorporate our values, we have faith that they will use this money for good. Each recipient receives the award in one category. Chloe McKenna and Aiden Wise received the award for acting with compassion. Hope Still, Trinity Santa Ana Sutherland, and Charlie Ying received the award for performing with honor, and Arvin Yapel receives his for thinking with reflection. Congratulations to you all. And now Mrs. Hall will return to the mic.
Would the following students please join us at the front of the stage? Jada Turner, Jack Giuliano, Jacob Broyles, and Vivian Nezis. Each year, the senior class devotes a certain amount of its final class funds to replenish the Alumni Scholarship Fund. Our awards committee, comprised of faculty and staff, meet to determine who receives these scholarships, which are grounded in the ideal graduate from Seaholm, a senior who exhibits our mission of reflection, compassion, and honor, but who also represents intelligence, creativity, determination, and resiliency. As a faculty, we believe these students display the potential of our entire student body at its best, and they will represent us well as they move forward on their individual path. This year, each student will receive a $300 scholarship. Please congratulate our Alumni Scholarship recipients. At this time, would Marlena Brown please stand and be recognized as the class of the 2021's Brightest and Best Award winner? Channel 7 recognizes area high school students for their academic performance. This year, the Faculty Award Committee nominated Marlena Brown for this prestigious award here at Seaholm. Faculty members describe Marlena as highly intelligent and deeply compassionate, someone whose generosity of spirit is visible in each paper she writes, in her quiet discourse in class, and in her kind actions. Congratulations, Marlena. Thank you for representing Seaholm so very well. Now, Mr. Wicker will come back to the podium.
Would the following students please join me at the front of the stage? Marlena Brown, Tate Chucktow, Audrey D'addamio, June Lee, Anna McLeod, Claire Quant, and Anne-Marie Sagan. About 1.6 million students in some 22,000 high schools across the nation take the National Merit Scholarship Competition annually as part of the preliminary SAT National Merit Qualifying Test. This serves as the screen entrance measuring critical reading ability, mathematics problem-solving ability, and writing ability. Of those 1.6 million students, 50,000 students become semifinalists and commended students. And of those 50,000 students, 15,000 become finalists. As you can see, these students are truly remarkable. These students are truly in a remarkable group and the nation's finest high school scholars. We are very proud of our Seaholm National Merit finalists. Thank you. Would Jacob Wilner please join me at the front of the stage? Receiving a perfect score in the ACT, a 36 out of 36, is another remarkable and admirable and extremely rare feat. Last year, 1.67 million students took the ACT. Of those, 5,579 earned a perfect score of 36, which, as Dr. Wilhelm tells me, is only 0.334%. Let's join in a round of applause for Jacob Wilner's. Congratulations, Jacob. Next up is my colleague and friend, Miss Moyer.
Good evening. I'm honored to present this year's Excellence in Art Award to the very deserving Vincent Piaskowski. It has been an absolute pleasure to work with Vincent over the last few years. Over this time, he has brought his talents and skills to the art classes, but he has also brought his creativity, inquiring mind, and willingness to try new techniques and ideas, which positively affected those around him. He was always willing to participate, answer questions, and get involved in critiques. He looked for feedback on his own work, but was ready to help fellow classmates with suggestions and ideas as well. Outside of Seaholm, Vincent has been involved in National Honor Society and has taken many art classes outside the regular school day. Some of these classes have been at the college level, where he's been honing his automotive design skills. I look forward to seeing all of Vincent's future designs and creations. He will truly be missed here in the Seaholm art rooms. I'd like to welcome to the stage Ms. Haley Snyder.
Good evening. I'm Haley Snyder. I'm coordinator of career-focused education for the district, and I'm here this evening to present 3 awards in our business technology department and also engineering technology. Our first award winner is for excellence in information technology, and that award goes to Griffin Schoner. Griffin is a dedicated student who loves to share his knowledge with other students in class. When given the opportunity, he would rather be working with a classmate than working alone. His ability to get the job done will take him far in his career. Congratulations, Griffin. The next award is for excellence in marketing, and that award goes to Olivia Gibbs. Olivia's teachers say Olivia has been heavily involved in the marketing courses here at Seaholm, and in each one has excelled and found a true passion for this subject. Olivia always goes above and beyond in classroom projects and activities and instills this expectation on her peers. She is a true leader. Between her impressive work ethic and genuine personality, she truly is an outstanding student. We wish her well at the University of Alabama next year. Congratulations. The final award is for excellence in engineering, and that award goes to Ella Taub. Mr. Sims shared, Ella has been a pleasure to have in class over the last 4 years. She has grown from a quiet and inquisitive freshman in my CAD class to a confident and high-skilled senior in my robotics class. Ella's demeanor, can-do attitude, and technical ability would lead her to success at college and beyond. Congratulations, Ella, on your award. And next, Ms. Moulton will be coming up to share English and Flex Awards.
Yeah, I got it down. It's okay. Good evening. 1 year ago today, not quite today, the class of 2020 received their senior awards over this newfangled technology called Zoom. Most, if not all of us, had no idea how long the pandemic would last or what normal would look like after COVID-19 had swept through our lives like an Oklahoma tornado. Many of us turned to family and friends to help us through when we could turn to family and friends. We also turned to books, poetry, historical biographies, and films. Who didn't do a Netflix watch party? We turned to them to help us get through to the other side. In case we didn't know it before 2020, now we can be certain the written word in all its glorious forms is here to stay. Melville, Bronte, Whitman, Thoreau, Morrison, and Meacham. The tradition of excellence continues. So does the tradition of excellence in the Seaholm English department. We're proud to present the following awards to our incredibly talented seniors. Would the following students please join me at the front of the stage? Claire Quant, David Roisenblatt, Haven Capone, Asher Lukart, Gracie Long, Marlena Brown, Trinity Santa Ana Sutherland, Catherine Gillette, Caleb Knorr, Arvin Yapel, Catherine Finkbeiner, Brendan Olivnik, Michael Donovan, Julian Akasian, Nolan Warner, Anna McLeod, and Audrey D'addamio. There's a lot of you. The Linda Patranick Award, Theater Award, was designed in memory of a fine drama and English teacher at Seaholm who died of breast cancer many years ago. Her vivacity, her tenacity, her zest for life are embodied in this award, and the English department holds dear her memory as well as the honor of this award. We would like to wish the greatest success in future theatric projects to Claire Quant and David Roisenblatt. Vida B Mcgiffin was the founding advisor for the Highlander. During her 20-year tenure, she became nationally recognized as an expert in student publications, deftly guiding the student journalists to many awards. When she retired, the school board adopted a special resolution to recognize Miss Mcgiven's contribution to Birmingham. In response to the community's reaction to her retirement, Miss Mcgiven humbly retorted, "Why make a fuss over one resignation? After all, no one is indispensable. They'll go right on after I've left." Though the Highlander will go on after tonight's recipients leave Seaholm, we are still going to recognize Miss Mcgiven's tireless dedication to the truth, the students' meticulous attention to detail, and their overarching Herculean effort to keep the newspaper up and running during a pandemic. We're still going to make a fuss over both recipients when they leave. This year's Vida B Mcgiffin Award goes to Haven Capone and Asher Lucart. Being the editor-in-chief of the yearbook is no small task. Orchestrating a staff of your peers, spreading your time between design, photography, and writing, making leadership decisions with the reader, Seaholm students, in mind, all while creating a 272-page full-color, hard copy, scholastic journalism, historical reference book for the school year that students will keep for a lifetime. That is no small task. How is it accomplished? Through dedication, attention to detail, leadership, and love for journalism. With work that starts well before the school year ends and consumes many nights, weekends, holidays, and snow days. I don't know if we have them anymore. With enthusiasm and a positive attitude that show themselves not simply for brief moments, but that reach out over months and even years. The Piper staff will miss this year's yearbook award winner and its editor-in-chief, Katie Finkbeiner. There is a misperception that nobody reads books anymore. There is a bigger misperception that the classics are no longer relevant. The idea is too old and the language too antiquated for students to appreciate. The Excellence in Reading Award celebrates a student who proves how inaccurate these statements are. She is a voracious reader who loves and appreciates the beauty of language and the ideas it can communicate, who approaches every book not simply as an assignment, but as an adventure, and who reads with genuine purpose and joy. Congratulations to Gracie Long. Next is our Creative Writing Award. An important part of the English curriculum is the development of student voice. Nothing champions the imagination and the expression of the individual like creative writing. Creative writing covers a myriad of genres, from poetry to novels, song lyrics to memoirs. This year, the English department would like to celebrate Marlena Brown and Trinity Santa Ana Sutherland for their effort to hone their craft, find their voice, create beauty, and send it out to the world. Keith Bernacki was a beloved English teacher and tennis coach whose discipline and deep devotion to his students made him a favorite among both students and staff. When he died of a rare cancer, we wanted to honor him with an award to be given to students who would demonstrate those qualities he exemplified in life: a commitment to learning, a joy in not only academics, but also in athletics and other activities, and a character that demonstrates both integrity and compassion. This year's recipients are two phenomenal students who exemplify those traits. The Keith Bernacki Awards go to Katie Gillette and Caleb Noor.
The Curiosity and Research Award. Human beings have an inherent thirst for knowledge. The entire idea of an education and schooling is predicated on this notion. Our desire to know and understand leads us to make order out of chaos and to see patterns in things seemingly disconnected. Our desire to know spurs discovery and invention, technology, and progress. The Curiosity and Research Award acknowledges students whose drive to discover led them to excellence in academic research their senior year. These students curated diverse resources from a variety of reputable and credible sources on a topic of their choosing, engaged in their own authentic action research, analyzed their chosen sources, and synthesized their learning into a thought-provoking capstone project. Tonight, we salute Katie Finkbeiner and Arvin Yapel. The Social Justice Award. Through Plato, we attribute to Socrates the famously wise words, "The unexamined life is not worth living." Since becoming a part of Seaholm's English curriculum, the social justice class has remained committed to this idea of examining life, to the idea of troubling students' thinking on issues that impact them and the world around them. In order to be truly meaningful, thought must move to action. The theoretical realm must intersect with the practical realm. The Social Justice Award was created in response to precisely this movement. Outstanding students of this class, compelled by what they learned, chose to be proactive through community outreach. The Social Justice Award honors these students who, like Aristotle, improved on what they had learned from their teachers and came to understand that thought alone moves nothing. This year's Social Justice Award recipients are Brendan Olivnek and David Roisenblatt. The Seaholm Broadcasting Studio has been home to a number of brilliant students who work to bring journalistic and technical excellence to Seaholm every day. This year, we give awards to 3 gentlemen. Before retiring, our beloved Patty Russick wanted to recognize Michael Donovan's great attitude and teamwork while working on the daily announcements. Current broadcasting teacher Stephen Stein wanted to recognize Nolan Warner and Julian Akasian's terrific work ethic and great attitude during their last trimester. Congratulations to all 3 recipients. The Outstanding Literary Study Award. The recipient of this year's Outstanding Literary Study Award understands that the best books serve not only to entertain, but to edify. This student does not shy away from the hard work of reading complex books, but rather relishes it. She, both of them, delight in the beauty of words. They stand in awe of their power, and they feel for the characters in their joy and in their pain, in their triumphs and in their trespasses. Their own writing is graceful and logical, simple and sophisticated, and their insights are nuanced and heartfelt. And their quiet confidence in discussions is inspired and inspiring. The English department is proud to name our Outstanding Literary Study recipients, Anna McLeod and Audrey D'addamio. Finally, on behalf of the Flex team, I am honored to present the Kelly Muzzy Award, Live Your Passion, Change the World. Kelly Muzzy was a Seaholm student from 1998 until she graduated in 2002 and was a beloved member of the Flexible Scheduling Program's community of learners. Kelly embraced and embodied the very essence of what the Flex program has aspired to be since its inception in 1964. Kelly Muzzy was creative, intellectually curious, generous, and loving. She was passionate about every challenge she undertook, and there were many. She encouraged her peers to be bold, and she was committed to the ideals of peace and social justice. On April 1st, 2005, we lost Kelly to a tragic accident, but her spirit lives on forever. In words written for her obituary, Kelly's father, Dennis Muzzy, noted, "She worked to eliminate barriers between people because she saw so few herself. Race, age, status, position, sexual orientation, cool, nerd, societal haves or have-nots. She acknowledged such superficial labels only long enough to trample over them to touch the person on the other side. Tonight's recipients of the Kelly Muzzy Award are Maya Dunn and Hope Still. Thank you, everyone. I'd like to welcome Dr. Thad Wilhelm to the podium.
Good evening. Will the following students come to the front of the stage to be recognized by Seaholm's Mathematics Department? Marlena Brown, Felix Chussaw, Tate Chutkow, Toland Coram, Audrey D'addamio, Miles Grant, June Lee, Cameron Lieberman, Anna McLeod, Ashley Shear, Valerie Scher, Siddharth Siddhapreti, Larissa Snegorenko, Ella Taub, Lily Wasvary, and Arvin Yapel. The Excellence in Mathematics Awards are given to students who demonstrated not only achievement and dedication in the area of mathematics, but also a true affinity for the subject. This year, the Mathematics Department recognizes the following students with this award. As I call your name, please step forward and Mr. Bruns will present you with your certificate. Marlena Brown, Felix Chussaw, Tate Chutkow, Toland Coram, Miles Grant, June Lee, Cameron Lieberman, Anna McLeod, Ashley Shea. I said Ashley. Valerie's down here. Valerie Shear. Siddharth Siddhapreti. Larissa Snegorenko. Ella Taub. Lily Wasvary. And Arvin Yapel. These 15 students chose to challenge themselves throughout their 4 years here at Seaholm and continually rose to that challenge. They pursued mathematics programs that were both rigorous and demanding. The success of each of these students in their mathematics program is an admirable accomplishment. These students have all completed college-level calculus coursework. Throughout their time with us, they maintained a perfect or near perfect grade point average in honors and AP mathematics courses. Again, this is a very admirable accomplishment, and we congratulate each of you on achieving excellence in mathematics. Finally, the Seaholm High School Mathematics Department recognizes one additional student for achieving outstanding performance in mathematics. The Joseph Ponchowa Award is given each year in honor of an inspirational math teacher at Seaholm whose passion for the beauty and elegance of mathematics was only surpassed by his faith in his students to achieve more than they could ever imagine, not only in their study of mathematics, but also in their understanding of themselves as human beings. His high expectations were grounded in enormous affection and trust in the fundamental relationship between a teacher and a student. Students left his class with a 5 on their AP Calculus exam, but more importantly, they took with them a confidence in their future. The winner of this award went above and beyond the lofty expectations of her teachers held for her. Her talent, curiosity, and strong work ethic are truly inspiring, and her outstanding performance will be commemorated on a plaque outside the Math Science office. This year's recipient of the Joseph Ponchowa Award for Outstanding Performance in Mathematics is Audrey D'addamio. Thank you. Next, I'd like to welcome to the podium Mr. Brad Schuprein.
Perfect, thank you. All right, I'd like to call the following students up to the front of the stage. Sarah Patterson, Ashley Shearer, Audrey D'addamio, Arvin Yapel, Marlena Brown, Sidar Sidaparetti, Anna McLeod, Valerie Scher, Emily Critchfield, Cameron Lieberman, and Felix Choussa. Each year, the Seaholm Science Department recognizes students who have distinguished themselves academically in science. And this year, Sarah, Ashley, Audrey, Arvin, Marlena, Siddharth, Anna, Valerie, Emily, Cameron, and Felix are our choices for Outstanding Seaholm Science Student Award. In making this decision, the Seaholm Science Department reviewed the academic records and science of students nominated by their teachers, as well as teacher descriptions of their performance in all science courses. All of the students took honors level and AP science classes in their time at Seaholm and completed at least 4 credits of science. They've consistently earned top grades in all their science classes and scored exceptionally well on national tests such as the advanced placement exams in science. Their teachers spoke highly of their ability in the lab, their willingness to help their peers, their passion for the different fields of science, and most importantly this year, for their willingness to go above and beyond given the extraordinary circumstances and to really show their love for science. Their science teachers assure me that all of these fine young people represent the best of Seaholm science. I am pleased to present each of them with the Outstanding Seaholm Science Student Award. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Rochelle Rogers, who will present the Social Studies Department Awards.
If I could have the following students please come to the stage, please. Caden Habib, Rachel Amakuchi, Olivia Gibbs, Thomas Girdler, Siddharth Sidaparetti, Ashley Shear, Gracie Long, Jack Giuliano, June Lee, Evan Long, Catherine Ike, and Noah White. The Seaholm Social Studies Department gives numerous awards for areas in academic excellence with students who are the best in their class that have a passion for the topic and usually are some of the top scorers in that area as well as on the AP exams. The first award we give is the Eleanor Roosevelt Award for Student Activism, and I'm hoping Mr. Wicker will possibly help me pass these out. Thank you. This year's Eleanor Roosevelt Award goes to Caden Habib, Rachel Amakuchi, and Olivia Gibbs. The Teddy Roosevelt Award for Excellence in American Government goes to Thomas Girdler, Siddharth Sidaparetti, and Ashley Shear. J.J. Myers was an American history teacher who was legendary. He loved American history, and he had a following like Mr. Passarelli. We may need to come up with another award for American history as well. But this year's J.J. Myers Award for Excellence in American History goes to Gracie Long. The Adam Smith Award for Excellence in Economics this year goes to 2 phenomenal students, Jack Giuliano and June Lee. I'm so proud of the Seaholm student historians. These are students that have exemplified everything that Seaholm social studies teachers just really respect. They're passionate, they're driven, they're top scorers, they're hardworking. This year's Seaholm Student Historian Awards goes to Evan Long and Catherine Ike. Last but not least, the Sigmund Freud Award for Academic Excellence in the area of psychology. This year's winners are Gracie Long and Noah White. If I could please welcome Senor Torres, my good friend and colleague. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening.
She said, Senor, how nice of her. Would the following students please join me up here? Mia Ivanko, Nolan Werner, Natalie Luand, and Amanda Smith. Yeah. Well, good evening. I am Carlos Torres, World Language Department Head here at Seaholm, and tonight I will not be quoting Don Quixote, French literature, or Chinese poetry. I will not be using sign language or trying to convince you of the benefits of bilingualism. I'm here to honor these students who in more ways than one remind me of Roger Bannister. Roger was not a Seaholm student, and I'm not sure if he was even a language student at all. However, I'd like to think that he had an interest in the Greek language. You see, Roger was a runner in the 1950s who dared to attempt what no one had accomplished before, and that's to run a sub 4-minute mile. Everyone told Roger that it was impossible for a human to accomplish this feat. Average no more than 1 minute per lap in a rainy Oxford University track for 4 laps. Impossible, never been done. What do you think makes you so special, they probably thought. But Roger didn't let any of that negative talk get to him. Not the talk from the outsiders, and more importantly, no negative self-talk at all. He had the drive, the motivation. Stanford University scholar Angela Duckworth would agree that he had the grit and the perseverance to succeed. Roger didn't let what others had done or yet what others had not done define who he was or what he was capable of achieving, just like these students. They may have heard no from others, but thankfully they didn't listen. They may have heard, what's the point? But they didn't care what others didn't understand. And they may have sensed others wondering, if I can't do it, what makes you think that you can? Running and mindfulness author Mackenzie L. Havey says, Bannister's spectacular accomplishment leaves one to wonder what made him special. After numerous attempts over the years by countless runners, why was he the one to finally break the 4-minute mile? The answer was simple: self-belief. These students share that trait with Roger Bannister. Again, self-belief. When others say, what's the point in learning a language? Or it's so hard to learn the present perfect subjunctive. How do you do it? What's the recipe? I say that the answer is the same as Roger's: self-belief. Of course, hard work and dedication too, but that extra helping of self-belief, this is what these students bring to the table, what they're being recognized for tonight. You see, they were never in competition with each other. They were in competition with themselves. And like Roger in 1954 on that rainy day, they won. In fact, it may seem like fiction, but I have the Zoom class recording to prove it. One of these students actually attended AP Spanish class in Zoom while running. Yes, she logged into Zoom on her phone. She stretched, went for a brisk October run outside while we discussed AP test-taking strategies. She even volunteered an answer while screaming, "On your left," as she was passing others along her route. True story. Perhaps a Pablo Neruda sonnet may be more appropriate for an evening like tonight, an awards night. I recognize that. But given this night, Given this context, given this audience, I think Roger Bannister would be honored that we thought of him. Yes, you see, Roger was a medical student when he broke the record. He was a dedicated student, just like these four. So he would fit right in and would be honored to be in our company. In closing, along the way, you may hear impossible, maybe even it's never been done. Regardless of what your personal equivalent to a mile in 4 minutes will be, I know you will be ready. You will achieve because we believe in you, but more importantly, you believe in yourself. So the American Sign Language Award goes to Mia Ivanko. Chinese Award to Nolan Werner. The French Award, Nathalie Luand. And to our Zoom Runner Spanish Award, Amanda Smith. Thank you so much. Next up is Mrs. Hall, back to the podium.
Mark Joslin was an outstanding young man who attended Birmingham High School, which eventually became Seaholm High School in 1951. So yes, he was a student back in the late 40s. Unfortunately, this fine young man died soon after graduating from our school. His family donated money to form a scholarship for 2 deserving young adults at Seaholm, 1 male and 1 female, who displayed the fine qualities Mark demonstrated while he was a student here. Those included citizenship, including a constructive attitude, good sportsmanship, loyalty, and compassion for others. Leadership, including an ability to get along with others, to inspire respect from his teachers and peers, to assume responsibility for getting things done for the good of the Seaholm community. And inclusion, a sincere appreciation for the diversity of students and staff at Seaholm, and an active inclusion of others in the activities and events here in the building. Each recipient receives $3,500 in a scholarship. Interestingly, although the original donation of funds sustained these scholarships for many years, given it was the late 40s, as Mark Joslin graduated in the late 40s, the funds eventually began to dissipate, and we were going to be forced to end the monetary compensation. However, before that happened, another family stepped up to contribute to the scholarship each year. And this kind donator is Mr. Mark Secantine, a Birmingham resident and business owner. He chose to contribute $7,000 each year because he himself was named after Mark Joslin, as their parents were friends and the Joslin family admired him so very much. Mark Secantine honors his namesake with this award, and we are very grateful he continues to do so. This year, as we have done over the last 75, we give these scholarships to 2 phenomenal students. Would Siddharth Siddhapareddy and Audrey D'addamio please come forward? It only took me, 5 years to pronounce that name right? Before we close tonight, I do want to give special thanks to some people here in the audience who really helped to put this organization together. You can imagine these are a lot of awards and there's a lot of detail to keep in mind. There are committees that gather and review the names. There's faculty who submit and nominate names. And it takes a lot of time and effort that we are very pleased to give to, because we just care so much and value so much our students, and we're so pleased with their achievements. But 2 people especially really spent just countless hours getting this organized together. So I would like to have a round of applause for Dr. Suzanne O'Leary and Mrs. Brenda Gidnan Huddy, who really did organize this event for us tonight. So thank you so much to you two. And also, can I have the audience and our students please give a nice round of applause while our faculty and our presenters, award presenters, would you please stand? Thank you so much. And another round of applause for Mr. Wicker and Ms. Spryzak, who we kept popping today, getting these awards, so thank you. So, alumni of Seaholm High School become a part of the fabric of a close-knit community who look out for one another, give back to others who follow them, and support the mission at Seaholm to think with reflection, act with compassion, and perform with honor. Tonight, many of you have received monetary scholarships, and all of you have received recognition for the fine accomplishments you have achieved during this difficult year. Band students will recognize the sentiment, to whom much is given, much is expected, as Mr. Tim Seabour has these words hanging over the entrance to his band room. This philosophy is not meant to burden the students here who have received so much from their parents, their community, and their school. It is meant to remind you to pay it forward, and upon your own success, that you reach out to others, perhaps here at Seaholm, but certainly to others you encounter in your life moving forward. Give back. And while money is very helpful, time and kindness are valuable as well. Please don't forget that. It is an unfortunate part of growing up that it sometimes takes until you're a senior in the last week of school that you realize just how much this place, Seaholm High School, has impacted you and how much it and we mean to you. That's life. And as adults, we have all experienced that realization as well. In fact, I am guessing that many parents in here are feeling that realization as they watch their babies looking so very grown up. I encourage you all, students and parents, to savor this last week and take with you all that is positive and good, leaving behind petty resentments or even difficult or tragic events that hurt you, taking from them lessons to strengthen your resolve to embrace and find joy, all the joy in the world that awaits you. Memories, good and bad, can sustain us through our lives. You will look back at your high school experience or your children's experience, and you will laugh and you will wince. But regardless, you will be a part of the family that is Seaholm. Thank you for your patience tonight. Could I ask all of our students here to stand so that we may honor you just one last time with a round of applause? You may be seated. Thanks, everyone. Have a safe trip home. Thanks for your patience as we honored these students tonight. Seniors, we will see you tomorrow at graduation rehearsal at 8:30 tomorrow morning. Mandatory, you must be there, and wear a mask. All right. Right? Right.
Hi, guys. Congratulations.